Sup, everybody? This is Frank and Dex. We're here for PulseWave Surfers. We're glad to see you. What's up, Dex?
What up, man? What up?
We weren't together yesterday. You were very busy with personal stuff.
Understatement.
And understatement. We're reunited once again.
Yay.
With each other. How's that song go?
Something like that.
Making love with. No, we're not doing that. We're just looking at charts.
Oh, now you're bugging.
So how you doing, man?
Doing all right, man. Just dealing with some technical difficulties over here, trying to overcome.
We shall.
That's about it.
Overcome.
I hope so.
We will. It's getting better. It's like the Beatles said. It's getting better all the time. So, a couple things, man. A couple housekeeping things, and then we're gonna look at a few. We're gonna look at stuff. We got the charts ready to go. We're gonna blast you in the face with some charts. But a couple things. Check out PulseWaveTrading.com /blog. PulseWave Trading. You could just click the button. It says blog. Got some cool things we did. We have a new show with V the Gorilla on Rogue News called "Welcome to the Bungle." A title that I think is funny and V thinks is funny and no one else understands, but that's okay because it's his channel, so we do what we want. So welcome to the Bungle. Was a lot of fun. So check that out. We did that live on Tuesday, and it's not even markets. We just talk about crazy stuff and robots. So check that out. Also, we have a brand new thing, and that is our BTC sheet, and it's amazing. And that is, it's BTC pairs. So for those of you who love Bitcoin, like I love Bitcoin, you don't want to trade in and out of dollars. That you're not interested in dollars. Dollars are great, but it's not your favorite. Bitcoin's your favorite. And so we have our new price trigger sheet. Helps you to trade in and out of Bitcoin. Uses Bitcoin as what would you call? I always want to say base currency, but that's not the right term. What would you call it, Dex?
That's a good question. That's a darn good question.
Like you're usually trading against the dollar. The dollar is your what?
I mean, you can call it your base if you want, or your primary. Primary is better.
Yeah, I know there's a term. it's just not coming to me. But
so you're having a rough morning. You can't think straight.
It's true, man. So you could trade in and out of Bitcoin with this new sheet. It's got 49 or 48 pairs, and it's pretty amazing. So it comes with every one of our PulseWave Trading memberships. So whether you're starter, pro, or platinum, you get it. It's part of the package. And so go over to PulseWaveTrading.com and check that out. All right, man. Let's get into these charts.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Get rid of this overlay. So first off, we're going to start with the big dog, Bitcoin. This is a Coinbase chart with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it's keeps doing the same. It's the same thing every day.
Wash, rinse, repeat. You're in a consolidated cycle right now. These markets are really not going to wake up until after Labor Day. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
The real market trades from after Labor Day to May 1st, and the 4 months in between that, don't expect a thing. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah,
sideways action.
Yeah, especially this week. I mean, we're Thursday before Labor Day.
Yeah, you had a couple of government reports that came out today. Then you got something tomorrow, and then Monday's a holiday, so you have quite a few things that are happening, all at once. And then there's the economic news across the pond. It's just a lot going on right now, so it's going to drive the markets to remain in a consolidated situation. So,
yep,
just have to deal with it.
Yep. All right. On to, and we're doing this a little different. We're doing ETH BTC instead of usually we've done our cryptos in USD, but hey, we've got our new Bitcoin price triggers, Bitcoin pairs price triggers, and so we're switching things up. So this is ETH BTC, and you could see it's getting clobbered.
Yeah, that's the thing about the BTC pairs. They tend to really fall hard when the market's pulling back. So that's just something to keep in mind. This has been in a bear market for quite a while. You can see there on the weekly chart, and once again, it's not changing. And it looks like it's putting in another leg down. It's going to really be interesting to see how the markets move and shake next week. Now we have a shortened trading week next week because of the holiday. So the first full week will be the week after next. And then that's when the markets really will start to take on more of a trending shape. Right now, no. But once all the human beings get back in town and get ready to move and shake, that's when you're going to see directions really chosen. So something that's been down like this pair that you're looking at now,
this is Litecoin now.
Yeah, may end up reversing. And you know what I mean? So
yeah,
you got to watch out.
It's beauty of using the price triggers to trade is it's giving you an indication of at what price you can expect bullishness to kick in.
Exactly. So markets that have been depressed for a long time, that's been getting hit with all types of selling, those tend to bottom. And then the markets that have rallied pretty substantially, those tend to top out.
Right.
So that's I just gave away the farm in that last sentence. If people are savvy enough to figure out what I just said, you'll be able to use that to your advantage.
Right. Here's one we don't always look at. This is Binance Coin, the Binance Coin Bitcoin chart. Not as bad as the other ones, but still
bad enough.
Bad enough.
Yeah, the Bears have really done a number on this particular one here. Really has. I'm going to say here that according to the chart, the Bears are threatening to drop this below the Kumo cloud on the weekly. If that happens, then that pretty much spells the end of the bull run for this particular one. And then you'll start to see new legs put in on the downside. So this one is at a crossroad, and it doesn't look good for the bullish argument because the bears not only are in control of the market, but it looks like the market's about to put a new leg in on the downside on both the weekly and the daily chart, which is a very, very bearish outlook.
Right. All right, moving on to the futures. Let's start with YM, the E-mini Dow.
All right.
And by the way, this is part of our pro subscriptions and up. You can trade these E-mini futures, which are we haven't talked about this in a while. These are the new ones that you were excited about, right? The E-minis.
Correct.
Yeah, which basically make it possible for mere mortals to trade the futures without having gigantic accounts, right? Isn't that kind of the idea?
Basically, it's not E-minis. E-minis have always existed. It's these micros. It's sort of
right,
like
micros.
It's like micro forex. Yeah. So they trade for like $1, a dollar point, whatever. It's analogous to playing maybe 50 to 100 shares of stock.
Gotcha. Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yep, absolutely. All right. So what do you think about the Dow here?
All right, so this one falls in the category of markets, being up and in the process of, falling down. So this one, I'm going to say once the rally is over, I'm expecting for the market to substantially correct itself.
Okay.
But we'll see.
This is a good time. This is a good time for a question that I got from one of our members in Slack. This is from Ars Kicker, our good friend. He says, "Hey mate," because he's Australian. He says, "If you're doing a private show, which this is actually a public show, but it's a good question." And he includes V in this, but I'll let you take it for now. Would you be able to talk more about the potential drop /Rocktober that you and V were mentioning? I know that October is a pain for traders as it whipsaws, but would love some knowledge bombs. So
yeah, we can do that in our next private session.
Okay, so you want to save that for the private. All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
because that right there is going to entail some very interesting information about the Rocktober. I will say this though for the YouTube community. If you look at what's happened in the past 10 years, we have bypassed Rocktober. There's not been a Rocktober. As a matter of fact, if you look at
how many years? 2 years?
In the last 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, last 10 years, we've had very whimpery September, Octobers.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people are not aware of that because they don't think so. They just think, oh, this is what this is. No, the markets have been really on another level for quite some time. So I'm expecting that this year will most likely be different only because of all of the geopolitical situations. And I think that's going to be the final arbiter of what's about to take place.
All right,
so, like today, the market rallied, and I'm going to give you the reason why the market rallied today. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that the stock market rallied today because the China head has pulled back on some of his rhetoric concerning the trade war, and they're counting that as a victory.
Mm. Wow.
Exactly. So
pretty weak sauce, yeah.
Well, it lets you know how thin the markets are when they can be moved around by news, and really non-news. This is really, I like to call this fake news because there's nothing behind it. He said, she said. Oh, the market's rallying now. No facts, no evidence, just words, and the market moves.
Yeah.
On a promise. We promise that we will have good news for you in the future. We don't have any today, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow.
Then the market rallies.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, but that's the environment we're in until after Labor Day.
Right.
Then the gloves come off and the truth comes out.
Here's gold.
Yeah, gold is super bearish. If I were you, I would be just keep selling. Psych. Gotcha.
This is what I get for answering my wife's texts and
there you go.
Not babysitting you while you talk.
Gotcha. This one, man, I can't find anything bearish in this one. I say just keep riding this trend. When the pullback happens, those who missed this initial upthrust will have an opportunity to get involved, but not yet.
All right.
Yeah, if you buy now, just remember you can go ahead and buy it now, but you're taking a bigger risk that you could get caught in the pullback. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't buy gold today. Gold is very bullish. There's nothing bearish on the chart. You would be buying this particular move today. But just keep in mind that we haven't really had a correction yet. So when it comes, you just don't want to be caught looking stupid.
Right, Roger. By the way, Wizardry mentioned didn't get Google alert. Same thing with Duck over here. That YouTube bell. It's funny. You know, it's interesting. On my iPad, I'm logged into YouTube as myself on my iPad, not as PulseWave Trading or anything, or Rogue or anything like that. And I just got an alert when we went live, and I'm like, wow, I've never actually gotten the alert before. So I don't trust those.
YouTube plays games with that. Sometimes it will unsubscribe you from people that you're subscribed to.
Absolutely.
Or uncheck the bell.
I'll tell you what.
Check the bell.
I'll tell you what. I'll try really hard to do, folks. I'll try to remember, and I'll get in the habit of posting the link to Twitter when we go live. We do post it in the room for those of you who are members. That is always there. Make sure that your number one, whatever it's called, PWT updates. Make sure you get alerts on at least that channel.
That is a wonderful idea. Everyone should subscribe and follow us on Twitter. That way, if you miss any kind of YouTube alerts, at least you'll be alerted to what's going on.
Yeah, here I'll put it in the. Well, actually, I can post it because I'm. You can't post links unless you're the host, so I can. Let me give you a quick banner of it too for those of you who are not in the live chat, you're not watching live. This is our Twitter, PulseWave Trades. So check that out. And we're getting on top of all of our social media. We got a Facebook too. So for those of you who are in the CIA.
Whoa.
So that's my little joke. It's my little joke. All right. Silver's having a big week.
Yeah, silver's trying to come back too, man. Yeah, silver's trying to catch up to gold.
Yeah.
Right now, man, like I said, these precious metals are really playing catch up.
Yeah.
So they're uber bullish right now, and I'm hoping that we're about to really break out in a new all-time bullish run in the precious metals.
It'd be great. Speaking
Yeah,
of
but
metal,
the real test is
miners.
next week, though. Next week, folks.
Yeah.
That's going to be a real test the next 2 weeks.
Roger. All right. Finally, GDXJ, the miners.
Miners should be catching a bid off of the success of the precious metals. So I do see this one continuing to break out too.
Cool. All right. Awesome. Thanks, man. People are a little quiet today, not asking a lot of questions. So right before, look at that.
Because we're being thorough.
Bill, Dow usually rallies after Labor Day. Wizardry, any good mining stocks to keep an eye on? Dex.
Not individually offhand, but we do have a lot of mining stocks in the
equity sheet.
Yeah, it's in the equity sheet.
Report.
Yep.
I keep saying sheet. We changed our language to report.
Yes, it's in the equity report.
All right, cool. All right, thanks everybody for watching. We appreciate you being here. Thank you, Dex, for your time today. And
no problem.
We'll catch all of you inside the PulseWave Trading Slack, our favorite place on the whole planet. Hold on a second. Bill's getting his last minute questions in. Do you think the weak hands are getting shaken out before the big bull move in Bitcoin? Yeah, this has been something people have been asking about. You made this prediction on Rogue, so this isn't anything private, but
right.
you talked about Bitcoin 18K. Are you still seeing that? Do you have any thoughts on the timeline? I mean, basically, it's building a floor now.
I stand by my original assessment of the Bitcoin.
Okay.
That has not changed.
Which is?
Everything I said before that I can't remember right now is what I stand by. my analysis has not changed.
You're hilarious.
It takes time for the markets to do what we tell you that we expect for them to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I can say is
people have to understand. People have to understand too how chill you are in your personal trading approach. Your approach is to leg into positions and catch trends using the pulse waves.
Yep.
Everybody else panics into things, and I'm not talking about Bill here. I'm not attacking anybody. But a lot of traders are just looking for that hot tip that's going to get them rich. You have consistent.
That doesn't exist. This isn't the 1980s. And even when it was the 1980s, if you remember the movie Wall Street, he went to prison for that same thing.
Yeah.
You don't need a hot stock tip.
No. All right, cool. Jen's making fun of us in my texts. Anyway. All right, buddy. We're out. Thanks everybody for watching. We appreciate you. We'll see you all soon. And check out PulseWaveTrading.com blog. Did I put the link? I did. It's in the description. There's a link in the description. But we've got some fun stuff going there. Also, no, that's it. Oh, our webinar tomorrow, 1 p.m. And we're going to continue our series, Technically Speaking, which has been a lot of fun. So we'll see you guys there, 1 p.m. Eastern on Friday. I can't believe this week, dude. This week. It's been ridiculous.
It has. It really has. I can't wait till it's over.
As my son would say, it's been fracking ridiculous.
Yes, it has.
All right, later, folks. We're out.
Peace.
Still here.